All right, man. Apparently, Steve Nash's job is safe. All right. So, and I understand it too. A lot of people, blaming Steve Nash for lack of, coaching adjustments, lack of offensive sets, and whatever. But he had an uphill battle. We got to call a spade a spade. And also, Steve Nash is learning on the fly. Well, he ain't never coached before. He played in a long time in the league. You know, excuse me, I'm stuck in my teeth. But you know, he ain't really have, people wouldn't ain't really bought in. So I mean, he really ain't bought in. So or the team really ain't bought in. I mean, when James Harden was there, I'm gonna talk about Harden coming up. So be prepared. Uh, you know, uh, Harden really didn't buy in, didn't like the offense that they were running. I mean, then they make a trade. Then Ben Simmons ain't healthy. People say, well, how he hurt his back? If you ain't doing something for a long time, no matter what you training or how in shape he look, ain't no supplement for basketball shape. So even if he didn't have the back injury, he was gonna have some type of injury. Couldn't count on him to do anything. He ain't played a sport in a year. All right, you see Michael Jordan. He tried to switch from playing baseball to playing basketball in the middle, of a season, and it didn't work. You can't do that. And James Harden missed the whole. I mean, Ben Simmons missed the whole year. So a lot of people act like they don't know how basketball works. He couldn't help them. Even with us, even look at Kyrie Irving. Played some away games and down the stretch, was able to play a few games at home. You know, didn't work. He never was able to hit his rhythm. Then he had Ramadan. So like I said before, Steve Nash has some variables that he couldn't do nothing about. They should have kept that original team with Karis LeVert and Jared Allen, played Jared Allen. They should have kept them. They should have kept them dudes and, probably flip Spencer Dinwiddie for an asset, for a pick or somebody that can help them, and they didn't. They wanted to go for a big three. They wanted to go for ticket sales and they wanted to go for jersey sales and they wanted to go for that type of stuff, you know. And at the end of the day, that wasn't the right basketball move. You could have kept a team. You should have kept a team. And that's what happened. You can't depend on Kyrie. You couldn't depend on James Harden. Tried to tell people that. You couldn't. So, it says Steve Nash's job saved despite the Nets first round sweep. The Nets team pegged as the preseason title favorite was swept out the playoffs with a humiliating first round sweep, but signs point to the Brooklyn Nets coach Steve Nash job being safe. Substack report states that the team thinks much of what occurred to sabotage the Nets championship dreams was out of Nash's control, and they got a point. And from Kevin Durant's injury to Kyrie Irving's refusal to get vaccinated, which led to him missing over 50 games, and James Harden demanding a trade, there was plenty. It does appear that Nash may be in Brooklyn going forward, not expect to be turned into a scapegoat for a disappointing season. Asked about a post about his job security and if he thought he'd be around next year, he said he did. Quote, I love doing this and I love these guys. I love my staff. I love all the departments. Really having a great work environment, really enjoying it. I want to continue doing it. Steve Nash said, quote, Ben Simmons, Joe Harris will give us a big lift. That is true. We'll see how the rest of the roster rounds out, but we should be excited about that. Getting two of your top four guys back, two guys with size, one who's an all-star and one who's one of the best shooters in the league, that gives us a big boost. So, I mean, quote, that allows other guys to fall back into their natural positions where they don't have to guard big guys every night or play too many minutes where they have to do too much against tall defenses where it can be very difficult for a bunch of guys giving up size at every position. So I think those guys will really help. Obviously, the rest of the roster is very key as well. And so we have this summer to work at that. So so I don't really worry about what Durant and them say they out of here, but he right. I think Nash deserved to be there. Now, I gotta remember he's still learning on the fly. He was working with, Golden State in a whatever front office, but he's still learning on the fly. And on top of that, what I'm saying, Kyrie wasn't there, KD got injured, James Harden didn't like the offense they was running, which, now it looked like he really had a great gripe there. Can't lean on two guys playing 40 plus minutes a night. One guy, who's in his 30s, and Kevin Durant coming off 2 years removed from a major Achilles injury. Another guy, Kyrie Irving, who's never, been durable. Never in college he wasn't durable. Throughout his NBA career, he hasn't been durable, and he ain't been reliable for other reasons. I know Stephen A. Smith blasting him last night. He telling the absolute truth. Truth hurts. Truth hurts. So I feel him, but it is what it is. He has been unreliable, and it ain't just down to injuries. It ain't just down to injuries. All this other stuff that he got going on, so at the end of the day, it was kind of a sabotage season. And Kevin Durant and Steve Nash, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving owe Steve Nash a big season next year. Get some rest. They at the point where they both in their 30s. Train smart. Don't leave it all in the off season. Train smart. But Kyrie is not somebody you want to build a big three with. Nobody. He just ain't reliable. You want to build a big three. All right. You want that big three to be able to haul those minutes, because you probably gonna fill the rest of the roster out with other veteran players. So you really want to be able to preserve them for the stretch run. You can't just be piling 30, 40, 40, 48, 44 minutes on them a night. So, when they get Joe Harris and Ben Simmons back, that should work. But also they should work on developing Cam Thomas. You got swept anyway. Why not let Cam Thomas get some, why not let Cam Thomas, get a taste of it? Get a taste of the playoffs and prepare him. I understand you got all them veterans, on the team. I get it. But you got swept, so it don't matter. Let Joe Thomas go in there. Cam Thomas go in there, get some experience, bare minimum. He can be, you can build him into a 6-man. You need that coming off the bench anyway. You need somebody that can really go out there and go get it off the bench. Let him grow into that position as soon as well. Maybe you might get a situation with Jordan Poole. He got that type of talent. The brother is outstanding, Cam Thomas. Remember, he gave Michigan buckets in the tournament last year. Very impressed. Very impressed. So, like I said before, man, that make a lot of sense. They should have been playing Cam Thomas. He makes some issues, yeah. He didn't find a way to get Kevin Durant free, moving out the basketball, posting up. But what you got to know too, these guys, they call what they want the coach to call. These superstars is controlling the game. It's no longer, them soaking up the game and following what they coach say. That ain't even what they doing at all. They pretty much run the sets, they run the team and all that. So, unless you Greg Popovich, Pat Riley come back down, not too many other coaches got the respect. Ime Udoka had to earn that respect, and he figured it out, and now his team is rolling. Now his team is literally rolling, dude. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I think his job should be safe, man. You know what I'm saying? Once you sit there and you think about it, like, dude, he had to deal with some BS. And he's still getting better. So he'll see what he got to do next season. And like I said before, we'll get Durant getting older. They might want to play him on the block a little bit more and preserve them legs through the season. That's what he might want to do. Jason Tatum, got all up, in his chest and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Durant getting older. Nobody never popped in people's mind that Durant might be injured or he, compromised, or he might just be getting old. LeBron got people thinking 33 is the new 23 in the NBA, and it's not. Everybody don't age like LeBron or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Karl Malone. Everybody don't age like that. Kevin Durant been in the league how long? Hold on. Real quick, how long Kevin Durant been in this league, man? Hold on. He been in the league since 2007. How about that? Come on. This dude is creeping into falling off air. Is he good enough to be able to is he good enough to be able to play without his physical, well, his athleticism? Absolutely. Absolutely. But at one point Kobe and Jordan had to make the adjustments. You didn't have the legs to blow by and run by people every night or run up and down the floor every night. They use their block game. They use their post up game. So Kevin Durant might be approaching more of playing a natural four, getting closer to his natural height position in the five and playing the four. We like to see more of him and Kyrie and pick and rolls, picking pops. I like to see him more playing the elbow to elbow, to block to block. You know what I'm saying? Then, find a way to hit him at the 3-point line. But Durant is getting old. It's time for him to post up. Preserve his athleticism for the stretch run. But like I said before, he did get injured this season. So he probably never fully recovered from that. So as you get older, it's hard to recover quickly. So yeah, I agree with Nash job being safe. He dealt with too much BS this year. So, other moves they probably need to make. Probably get Aldridge and Blake Griffin off that team. See if you can bring in somebody for the vet minimum. And if they got a draft pick, man. If they got a draft pick, it's gonna be interesting. And they got to play these younger players, dude. It's just what it is, dude. They got to develop Cam Thomas. If he ain't ready, he ain't ready. So, I don't, that's just what they're gonna have to do. Play young guys. But it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Check the NBA Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, the bell icon button, notifications, increase chance and notification. We go live and drop a video. Financial and support the channel, Cash App, $sign CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Check out my link tree. You can find me from Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. There's the first link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me everywhere. Appreciate the love and support. Check out the NBA Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.